Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday to y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all come on up in here. Not a playing live. I was sitting here thinking about y'all because I've been a little lazy today. So I said, let me pop on for a few minutes and here I am. So y'all come on up in here. Let's talk a little bit on this good old Friday. Y'all know we got that 10-minute mark, so your girl will be right back. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey, welcome. How y'all doing? Y'all know I just be popping on up here anytime. But I hope all is well with y'all. Thank y'all for popping in. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Um, hey Miss Sonya, she says hello, G and everyone. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for popping in. Hey, my mom, Miss Maria. She says good afternoon, squad. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Support $sign G Strickland 8, chat super sticker, and share and enjoy. Thank you, Maria. She says house rules. No CC's names initials only. Use nicknames for the strike happy. Use creative spelling for cursing. Over here we agree to disagree. Respectful discourse only. All is alleged. She says, "Hey, Sonya. Hey, friend. How you doing?" In my Wendy Williams voice. My thought says, "Hey, happy Friday, good people. Hey, beautiful." Um, Miss Gail says, "Hello, everyone. Hey, Miss Gail, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Great, appreciate y'all so much. The YouTube streets is a little dry, child, but y'all know I got to come up here and check on y'all. And I tell y'all, Miss, my thoughts. Sometimes you come in late, better late than never. But I went over there and I followed you back on IG. And first, let me back up a little bit. Thanks everybody for sending up love and prayers for Miss Maria yesterday. We're gonna continue to send love and prayers her way. Thank y'all so much for that. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. But yeah, I was just sitting around twirling my thumbs. So I said, Lord, let me go over here to IG. I don't really be on IG like that. But anyway, I went back over there because I remembered I had to go over there. So I was over there. So y'all know sometimes I be talking or we be talking and we talk about sometimes how you go back and revisit something. Maybe it could be something you seen, something you read, it could be a movie, it could be whatever. You go back and you revisit it. So, to my thoughts, I appreciate you, sis. I love you so much. I greatly appreciate you. And I was sitting here, I said, oh God, sometimes she come in almost when the live be over with. But look at God. He done put you up in here because he know I had to call you out today. Thank you so much. So you probably saying, well, what are you talking about? Okay. There was a message between me and you, and I went back when I was went to refollow you. I reread that message again, and I said, I said, you better go, big God. I said, look at you. So to you, I want to say thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you so much. Greatly appreciate you. And thank you. Sometimes I was saying, sometimes we read it, but we don't get it. So go back sometimes, y'all, and you see something, just reread it again. I promise you can get a different message out of it. Sometimes we might be in a hurry. We'll be like, oh, let me just read this real quick. We read it. I read it. I didn't process it the way that I needed to process it, but I got it. Thank you, my thoughts. I greatly appreciate you. Girl, I see you. I see you, girl. Um, Miss Maria says animal control came and picked up. Not picked up Sadie a few minutes ago. I bought a doghouse that was delivered today. Now I'm feeling away. Lord, you still got that dog. Miss Maria, you still had that baby all that long time. Yes, my thoughts. I appreciate you so much. I love y'all. Boy, y'all some tough cookies too, boy. Y'all be putting and true too, y'all. Sometimes you might hear some things you might not be want to hear. You might not be ready to hear, whatever. But I don't like nobody tell me nothing. Nah, tell me straight. Give me a straight one. Oh, no chaser. Just give it to me. Miss Maria, I'm so sorry about that. I guess you had to take your little dollhouse back over yonder to where you get it from? Home Depot, Lowe's. Girls don't take that out. Lord, she was ready. Miss Maria, why you just didn't tell him you can keep the puppy? Aw, child, I don't know. Miss Sonya says, hi, Aunt Maria. I'm enjoying my Arizona family for the week. Yes, Miss Sonya still out there. Thank you to Miss Sonya for always popping in, Miss Faith. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for y'all love and support each and every day. I greatly appreciate it. But like I was saying, the YouTube streets look like it's a little quiet. I've been up and about today. I went to go pick up these old reader glasses. Child, I had to get me some glasses. I went and picked up my glasses. Made a appointment to go see another specialist. Um, so I've been peeling around today and all that stuff. Being a little lazy, being a little lazy. That's it. That's all. Walking and eating, walking and eating, walking and eating. But yes, y'all. I went to this store, got me this. It's a lemon pound cake. It's a slice, child. I've been on the road with these cakes. I don't know what's going on, but that cake is calling my name, child. And said they ate the whole cake. Don't y'all tell nobody. I ain't about to be worried about nothing anyway, child. It is what it is. But the cake was good, and it is what it is. But yeah, I seen and also y'all shout out still prayers up for Miss BT. That court situation mess slash whatever y'all is still going on. So I hope everything works out in her favor. Whichever way it's gonna be, child. We just pray it just be that way and go and get it over with. And it's been a long process. My goodness, it has been a process. But it is what it is. Got to stand. Got to stand. Stand. That's what you got to do. Miss Maria says I've had her since 6/21. I'm just gonna return the purchase. I gave the bag of dog food I just bought. She said they will roam Sadie ASAP. Now I have to explain to the G babies. Oh, Miss Maria. Child, you done sat there and got attached to that dog. See, I wish I like dogs, but I don't like them dogs licking on me, child. I don't do good with the dogs licking on me and stuff like that. Mm-mm. Well, I'm sorry. Well, Miss Maria, look like you might have to go ahead and get your little puppy and have it for the babies around there. I don't know. But the heat is on, child. It's hot out here, child. The heat is on. The heat is on out here, child. Don't let nobody fool y'all. It's been hot ever since early this morning. I was up and about trying to do some things before it really, really, really get hot, child. I got caught up out there, but I was like, I gotta go sit down somewhere, child. Too hot out there, traffic bad and everything else. But I did make it over there to the good old eye dot, picked up my glasses, and yeah, be a little lazy today. And that's all right to be lazy sometimes, y'all. We be going and going and going and running and running and running. Child, just sit down for a minute and take our breather and have a little good talk with the good Lord, child. That's what you need to do. But yeah, so prayers up to Miss BTO over yonder, child. Heard a little bit about Shannon Sharp over there, child. But wait a minute, y'all. Why is Goombody so important? Child, what is wrong with Goombody, child? Goombody out there talking about he gonna sue Portia. Child, he gonna sue Portia because she said he got a little one. It didn't work right or it don't work or something. I don't know. I heard she didn't even call his name, but his dog will holler. But that's what that people said. I ain't said that Goombody said he about to be suing Portia, girl. I said he probably just a little taste jealous because the girl out there, girl got to get out there and work, child. She out there doing what she got to do, child. Girl got bills and babies, child. Well, a baby. Miss Maria says, I know, right? I don't like dogs or cats or birds or fish. But I think I got used to Sadie. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, Sadie. Now, Sadie probably in her, Miss Maria, Sadie probably somewhere just crying, whining and crying, child. Miss Maria says, bowling ball head just looking for attention. That what Goombody want. Child, if Goombody, it looks like to me Portia done put the Goombody on the Goombody, y'all. Y'all know I like to say the man name Simon Goombody. Yes, child. Oh, he look like to me Simon over yonder in his feeling, child. I guess the bloggers, some of them for the most part anyway, they probably caught on that he was using them to try to throw that girl up under the bus and stuff. So I don't know. He need to go somewhere and lie down. Go find another one. I'm just saying. My thought says, I am inside today. I love hot weather, but not feeling it today. Heat index 107. Miss, my thoughts, I love hot weather too. I'm an August baby. My birthday's next month. I love it, but I don't know. Sometimes it can be a little draining or whatever, but yeah. But yeah, I do. I love me some hot weather. Miss Maria says that my thoughts 107. You out west, child? No, she don't need to go outside, honey. Mm-mm. It's these feelings. Simon, Mr. Gumbadi's feelings is hurt. My thought says she said his. Oh, not. Cause she didn't put the whole. She didn't put the little cucumber down here in the chat. Was broken. It need a girl. If it need a kickstand, I don't even want to kick it for it to stand. How about that? Mm-mm. Child, we gonna take that somewhere, child, and sit down. Y'all know what made me so sick? Y'all let me trying to have a decent conversation, with a gentleman, child. You thought it was a gentleman, and they don't even know how to hold you a conversation without throwing in little sly jokes. I be cussing a ninja out behind that kind of stuff. I really do because first of all, I don't like that. Second of all, do you not know how to hold a conversation with an adult? Third of all, you make females feel like a piece of meat. Get away from me with that S. Ain't nobody want to hear that. I wish you, wish. Keep on wishing upon a star. You gonna every time you come at, every time you come with me about something and try to throw something slick in, you gonna get cussed out. And I go so far to be like, ain't you on blood pressure pill? Do your thing even work? Why is you talking about sex for? Can you not find something else to talk about? Child, I don't even care about hurting feelings. I don't care. Stop saying that stupid stuff, idiot. Child, go put your head between your legs, child. I couldn't have ran up on Simon Gumbada because the child, he had that little bitty thing right there, and it won't turn that. Miss my thoughts might need a kickstand. I'm like, baby, you know what? This ain't gonna work for us. I think we just need to go ahead and get a no man or whatever, baby. We ain't gonna make it. We ain't gonna make it. I might probably cheat on him, but to see. Anyway, my thought says that Maria, just Florida's a bipolar weather, not the bipolar rain, and 5 minutes later, sunshine. That's how it is down here, child. I used to always say I wanted to move to Florida because they were always saying that the temps was even in the wintertime, like in the 70s, 80s, or something like that. Because I don't like being cold, and I was like, I might end up in Florida one day, child. I don't know about that, child. I don't didn't think I need to go down there right now. My thought says they be singing, "I am gonna sex you up," and that thing ain't that thing ain't thing it. I can know what you down there today. That thing ain't thing it, child. Ooh, take that somewhere. How old you be say you is? Papa, who your pappy? That part right there. Miss Science is Simon is just mad that Portia is not bothered and living her best life. Simon, she's stinging with the stinger, y'all. See, he said that he was trying to reach out to her and ask her why she filed for a divorce, and he ain't got no answer. He said he reached out to her mom and pa, Little House on the Prairie, mom, pa, everybody. Nobody would answer nothing, would tell him nothing. So I guess he probably in his feeling. She stung him. She stung him with the stinger, child. Put a goon body on a gun body, child. He said, "Wait a damn minute, what happened?" He said, "I ain't even seen that one coming." Child. Well, he was up there talking all that smack of the smack in the beginning, talking about some what he say? When she tried to call him for that little girl or something other. He told me he wasn't gonna answer the phone. Oh, you wanna answer that phone right now, don't you? Hello? 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 Ain't nobody up there, Simon. She gone. Child, these men folk around here, child, they gonna mess around and lose their whole entire mind, child, cause the women is pulling one on them, child. They can't handle that kind of stuff. They can dish it out, but they can't take it, hun. Mm-mm. They be walking around there crying and carrying on. What is really going on? I didn't see that coming. What happened? Mm-mm. Gone somewhere. Miss Maria says that Sonya, he mad. He got kicked out the country, and Portia is unbothered. You think he over there with the white flag asking you gonna come and pick me up? Y'all know the white flag. I've been throwing out the white flag. I'm over here, girl. Portia. She said, I don't want that. Child, I woke up to beside that thing in the morning. In the morning, child, I probably been like, what the hell? Did I get drunk? And that's what Angela husband said. He was drunk. or somebody put a Bill Cosby on him. That how come he married that girl? Child, I would hit him upside his head and say that there. Mm-mm. Um, Miss Maria said the player God played such is life. Miss Amatau says he's suing her for a defamation of character for not posting about his broken pinochle. Child, I cannot. Mm-mm. I mean, if it's the truth, she ain't did nothing wrong. Child, I don't get it, y'all. Mm. Y'all know what, too? Them be the main one to be worrying somebody death about some eggs. I ain't got nothing. Just worrying somebody. They ain't got the audacity to ask somebody, you gonna get me ready? I wish I, what? I'll be like, wait, what? You funny. Child. Oh, I thought Miss Maria be bad, child. Me and Miss Maria, sometimes we be having some conversation. I be like, I cannot with her. But child, sometimes I make my own self laugh when I be dragging them little fools, child. I be like, I don't even care about embarrassing you. I don't care nothing about your feelings. Get away from me. Go on somewhere. I don't care. Bye. God, you so rough on a brother. You new brother rough on himself. Go sit down somewhere. Find something else to do. Can you do that? Ooh. Miss Maria said he done called her a not the 304 and a gold digger, so why he mad? Ooh, ooh, My thought says he's rich. Go buy a new one. Old money can't buy that. Ooh, poor little rich man. Ooh, not the poor little. Hey, Miss Healing girl, how are you? Welcome, girl. We up here just running our mouth, just chitter chatting, little taste on this good old Friday. Miss Maria says, get somebody else to do it, bro. That part right there. I'm like this, y'all. Don't be checking for me if you ain't ready. I might not have the strength for. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that mess no more. Who even cares at this point, child? I just cannot. I ain't about to be weird. Go on somewhere. I'm waiting on the good Lord anyway, child. It is it's gonna be, gonna be. If it ain't, well, then it is. I hear Miss Ellen says, I hear. Hey, girl, how are you? Miss Ellen, you been making that Mustang since the 4th of July? Child, let me see. What's the date? The 18th. Child, my baby about my children is getting old, child. My baby about to be 32 on Sunday, y'all. And they pappy gonna be, how old he gonna be? I don't even know. I forgot. But they pappy birthday on the 19th. hmm Anyway. After I got my divorce, y'all, he used to call me every year on my birthday. Tell me, I just called to tell you happy birthday, girl. What? I be all eelish fired. I be like, well, thank you. That's all you want. Bye. My kid be like, Mom, where you back? Boy, he be working my nerves sometimes. He just be calling at a bad time sometimes. I don't find something to do. I don't even care about that. Hey, Miss Charlene. Hey, beautiful. She says, good afternoon, G. Maria in chat. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome. How are you? We up here just running off at the mouth. We were here just talking about old goon body. He mad at that girl Portia. Remember, Maria said, call her 304 and everything else, girl. Call his little Johnny. My thought said, little Johnny, is little bitty thing ain't working, child. They grown men around here. Child, they probably done got hold of them little blue pills too much and child, they be messing up their own self. Healing says, my birthday is the 22nd. All right, Miss Healing, we got you, girl. We got you. Happy early birthday anyway, but you know we're going to have you. Miss Maria says, Charlene, she says, hey, friend. Yes, absolutely, child. You need to go on out there. Yeah, out there with them girls at, child. What's the problem? Go ahead and find you a new one, boy. Mm. My thought says that healing. My mother turns 96 on the 21st. Oh, that's a blessing. Oh my God, child. That is a blessing right there all by itself, y'all. Um, His motor is blown. Who motor blown, Miss Healing? My thoughts, that is nothing but a blessing from God, child. Not to say child, but sis, that's a true blessing from God, y'all. Especially when we just look back and so many people is gone, didn't even make it to that age, didn't even get close to it. None of that, child. So shout out and happy birthday to your mama as well. Early birthday to her. Sending love and prayers. Miss Maria says that my thoughts, what a blessing. My daddy will be 86 on 8 2. Oh, look at there. Yes. Miss Helen says, my thoughts, tell her happy birthday for me. Yes, absolutely. My thought says, my aunt turns 99 and oh, child, favor. That ain't nothing but favor, y'all. Child, we know favor ain't fair, but that is a tremendous blessing. She says she will for us. Miss Helen says, Maria says at Healing, any big plans? Stay out of that Mustang. I'm about to take her license, child. She out there drag racing with the people out there on the highway. Lord, I sure miss my stick, Miss Healing. Child, child, I love that thing. And they was good on gas too, y'all. Oh, child, I was out there one day racing with Dagon State Trooper. He asked me where I was going. I asked him where was he going. I was keeping up with you. I thought we had something to see. He told me I didn't slow down. He about to give me a ticket. I fast talk that joke. I was like, look here. Let's talk about this. Wait a minute, hold up. See, I just got this car. I'm just getting used to it. I didn't mean to be speeding like that, but I saw you and I was just, I didn't know where you were going. Child, for real, I be talking to the police just like that too. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I was going that fast. He said, Miss Strickland, I'm gonna need you to slow it down. I said, okay, I do that. I ain't going back in fourth gear over there no more. You out there riding and you drop that joker down in fourth gear, you picking up some more speed, girl. And I was out there just riding. I had my babies in the back. Put your seatbelts on, boys, because the mama's out here about to drive, child. We out here driving. Sure will. That's the truth, Miss Hill, and I do be out there with the police like that, girl. I don't do good with them them 5 speeds, child. I be out there riding. Mm. It be feeling and sounding so good, just the racing of the engine and all of that. Clutch over, what is it? Clutch over gas, gas over clutch. You got to know how to ride that thing right there. Let me stop. Miss Maria says a healing. Wow, I know y'all gonna celebrate. Yes. My thought says I cried out of a ticket one time. I have used let me move this mess out of my way. Child, I sure was out there right when that daggone trooper that day, child. In North Carolina, child. Sure was. I was like, where you were going? She said a time, and I have used cruise control and waves ever since. You see, now waves is good. I can't get on the highway without waves no more. Only thing waves would did me no good that day. My thoughts. I was all up on the joke, child. Was he in an unmarked car? I don't even know. I was out there riding though. I really was. He gave me a ticket. I just be like, you know what? I deserve it because I know better. I knew I shouldn't have been out here doing what you was doing, but where were you going? I need to know why you was out here speeding too. Shoot, you trying to give me a ticket? Let me give you one. Child, I cannot. Hey, Miss Faith, beautiful, welcome. We just see him running off at the mouth, talking about old goon body up here trying to eat mad because he got a little one, girl. Miss Healing, Maria says that Healing, where that thing go? Sounds like a time will be had. Yes, absolutely. Miss Maria says that Faith, she says, hey, girl, hey. And happy Friday to you, Miss Faith, as well. Happy Friday to y'all. Thank you, Miss Maria. But yeah, child, he need to go on somewhere and take his seat, child. Another one bites the dust. All I know, Goombad, child, go find something else to do. Get on, go do something else. Leave that girl alone. Are you trying to sue somebody, trying to scandalize her name? Hey, Miss Candy Girl. Hey, beautiful. How are you? Happy Friday. She says, hey, G, Maria, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Miss Lane says, hi, at Faith and Healing. Mm. Trying to play like he hard to get, looking like a hot potato. Look like I ain't even gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna say it, y'all. It look like a hot potato, y'all. Just a whole hot mess right there. Rated her to rated who?
Miss Helen, who? Ice rated who? When and where and why and how? Miss Faith says, Maria, she says, I pray, praying all is well. Yeah, we still praying, Miss Faith. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Um, Miss Healing down here, what are you talking about? What is ice rating? Portia for what? They say she not legal. Child, I cannot. Mm-mm. Girl, don't tell us that. Please don't tell us that. Mm-mm. Mm. Child, these men right here today. Ooh, I don't feel no ways tired about them, child. Child, I be seeing the old crazy looking men. They be interested. Girl, let me take you. No, I want you to take her nowhere. No, 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 thank you. Mm-mm. Can you meet? Ain't meeting nowhere. Mm-mm. Take gas. Be running up down the road, child. Times is hard. Ain't about to be out there for what? You probably slip out and try to leave me with the bill. Both of us be back there trying to wash up. I ain't doing that. Nope. No, thank you. I already ate, babe. Thank you anyway. Appreciate it. Yeah, you so hard. No, I'm not hard. I'm just not interested. How about that? My thoughts is that healing. I love the water. I was in Florida Keys 3 weeks ago and was able to see the Atlantic Gulf of Mexico and Florida Bay all from my balcony. It felt like I was in the Caribbean. Ooh, my thoughts, girl. I know you got some nice pictures. Child, it's so nice to get away and just enjoy, just enjoy life with peace. No chaos, no fussing, no cussing, no being irritated. Just peace, child. Oh, that's a good feeling. Miss Helen says they rated 14 restaurants and jobs here in Alabama. What? Ooh, trying to see if they got some illegal immigrants, Miss Helen. Miss Helen says, put on your glasses. Miss Helen, I got my glasses on. What I miss? Child, don't be talking about me like that down there, girl. What I miss? Did I miss something? Child, I ain't messing with Miss Helen. But Helen says, my thoughts, yes, I love the ocean. I do too. I love the water. I can't swim, but I just like being out there. They deported 40. Ooh. Miss Maria says, Helen, I have to be satisfied with Lake Michigan, the Ohio. Mm. Miss Candy says, the kids will likely stop going to school for fear of, yeah, deportation. Yes, absolutely. So that should be illegal, y'all. That should be against the law for them to snatch those people kids while they're in school. That's not right. They should not be able to do that. Uh, Y'all, the people said Donald Trump is sick, y'all. Did y'all hear y'all president is sickly? Child, he talk about he's sick now. I said, wait a minute now. You sitting there talking about everybody else. Now look at you. Look at you. Child, it's yeah, he got to go sit down, child. Donald Trump need to go sit down. He played out and just go somewhere child, he look like he ain't gonna make it. Mm, mm. Helen says, Maria, I live in the South, so I go to Southern stream yard doing everything except for moving this crap out of the way. What is the point of it? Make it Southern beaches. Child, he said got a little taste of some health issues going on. I forgot what he called it, child, but he said he ain't doing too good and all that kind of stuff. That's what he get. That's what he get for trying to steal the seat and all that kind of stuff. That's what he get. He crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, his Lord. What is this? Extremity swelling is often a sign of heart disease at his age. My thought says, let them keep sending people out, and we're going to have a working Great Depression. We really need those people. All of them are not bad. Absolutely. Miss Maria says, y'all notice that they are picking up folk at work or in the immigration courts, but they keep claiming illegals are crazy, criminal, are sitting back collecting benefits. Um, Miss Healing says, I believe he is a dementia. But y'all, Ever since COVID came through, y'all, the restaurants is like, oh, oh, child, I believe all the red lobsters around here is about to be going out of business. We had a what was the name of that other restaurant we had some good food. They don't have one in this city, but they have one in another city, maybe like 30, 40 minutes over. I'm gonna think of the name of it in a minute. But y'all look at here. Everybody love a daggone garlic biscuit from Red Lobster. We all do. Let me tell y'all how you see my garlic biscuit way back in the day, child, in the early 2000 child. We all the family used to go out to eat and stuff, and we would go to Red Lobster with the children and everybody, y'all. This happened about 2, 3 tables, child. We just out there eating and laughing and carrying on, enjoying life. Child, and back then they used to sell like have like applesauce. Girl, they bring them daggone biscuits out and they be hot. Girl, give me a little taste of that applesauce. Ooh, mm. You talking about something special? That was something good to me, child. And I was not even pregnant, child, but it was good. But yeah, these food don't taste good no more. I wanted some some shrimp scampi, and the shrimps was soggy. Ooh, I was mad as all could get out, child. I said, what is really going on with these restaurants? Well, I can tell y'all one thing. Probably underpaid. People mad. You know, they don't want to go to work that day. I can't be drinking out of people glasses in the restaurant. So can I get a to-go silverware, please? I don't be trusting the people, y'all. Mm-mm. Can I get a to-go plate, too? I ain't going to eat all this. Child, I be getting everything. Mm-mm. I don't be trusting the people, y'all. Sorry not. Miss Maria said, I hate those biscuits. My thought says I don't like that I don't like they have their faces covered when they turn up on those people. They could be human traffickers, absolutely out there snatching people. Ain't that the truth? Kenny says, yet the commander in chief has 34 felons at Maria. Ooh, child. Hey, Miss Carla. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. She says they say the orange man keep forgetting to change his pamper. See, now look at you. Look at you, Miss Carla. They say he is doing a number 2 on himself, smelling up the overall. Child, and they say he had something, a little taste of something to say about the Barack and what's it um not Barack. Well, he was involved too. Um, mm, mm, child, give me a second. Miss Candy says most of them are not bad. Their crimes mostly is being here to get status and traffic tickets. At my thoughts. My thought says cheddar bay biscuits and iced tea back in the day. Child, yes. Miss Helen says, did you see where the girl went? What's that? Furl for running the restaurant by herself? Viral. Oh, you got these words running together. Viral for running the restaurant by herself. Child, I don't know what happened to these people, y'all, and how they surviving. Where they getting the money from? I think whenever the COVID came and the unemployment and all of that kind of stuff, child, them people really got. Child, they were getting all the EBT card about $4,000, $5,000, child. No, girl, I ain't never seen so many clear people spending them their EBT cards like the people were spending them, child. And they dropped the receipt on the floor, child. You reach down there and pick it up. You said, wait a daggone minute. Wait, what? How you get this in? Girl, can let me run that card for you? Can I go over there to the store and get a little something? Yes. Miss Maria says that Candy, I saw that. That poor woman was at her wits' end. Child, Miss Candy says when you all get a chance, Jasmine Crockett did an interview with Katie Court. It was so telling. Listen when you can on YouTube. Oh yes, let me write that down. Ooh, I remember her from way back in the day. Child, where she be at, Miss Candy? I ain't seen her in a minute. Child. Sometimes y'all ain't. It's not. I be just be like, Lord, is the world just coming to an end? Um, I mean, what is really going on? Then they talking about the robots coming through, taking over jobs and all of that kind of stuff. How is the people surviving, y'all? How? My thought says I say that at Healing, she did a 12-hour shift. Wow, y'all. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Healing says, my thought, she said she was a single parent. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like the people don't want to work. The restaurants are shutting down. A lot of stores is shutting down, going out of business, and all kinds of stuff. Oh, I don't get it. It feels really scary sometimes when if you just sit and kind of like dwell on that. It'll scare you to death. Now I ain't about to lie. He says my thought. She says okay. Wait, Miss Candy says she was talking about how the orange man is not. Child, I hate this thing in a way. Um, the orange man is not fit to be the chief, and that he never tells the truth. Absolutely, good job. Mm. Miss Maria says that healing. I saw that. That poor woman was at her wits' end. I would have shut that batch down, hung a sign on the door due to unforeseen circumstances. We are closed today. We apologize for the inconvenience. That part again. My thought says that Candy. I saw that Jasmine really broke it down how they played the D party and made them believe Biden was too old. That is a smart lady. I pray that God protects her. Yes, absolutely. Miss Candace says that Maria, someone will likely do a GoFundMe for that lady in Burger King. Wow. Oh my God, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Miss Helen says that Maria, she said she had a record and the district manager gave her a chance. Wow. Miss Maria says that Candy, I hope so. Mm, 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 mm. Child, I hope so too. So y'all saying she was just cooking and ringing up and serving and bagging and all of that, everything. But child, that girl need, you know what, y'all. Sometimes too, we might go through some things in life and we don't get it, we don't understand. We might even ask God, question Him, why me? Why I used to say that a lot. Why me? But then you start asking yourself, why not you? And sometimes I start training and trying to tell myself, sometimes in the mix of a storm, even when COVID came through, everybody was terrified, scared to death. We didn't know what was going to happen, confined at the house and everything. But I would often tell people, you know what? In the mix of this right here, big old storm, I promise you there's some good in it. You just gotta find it. You just gotta look closely. It's right there. Sometimes it can be right in our face, and we looking so hard at what we see that we don't really see what we need to see. So yes, so blessings up to her, y'all. Something good is gonna come to, for her. Miss Candace says that gee, no one showed up for work. She worked 12 hours that day. Child ain't mad at her. Get it, girl. If you can stand up, baby, get it. Miss Faye says, did you see the girl who ill the McDonald's manager might go free? Wow. Mm. Miss Helen says God will give you an escape. You know what, Miss Helen, you absolutely right about that. And sometimes we wrestle with that escape because we don't see the big picture. We don't see it not yet. But as time go by, we begin to get a better, clear picture. And we be like, oh my God. Yes. Miss Helen says, faith, why? That's like sometimes y'all we be traveling down the road. We got it. I'm not a procrastinator. I always try to leave early enough. My doctor's appointments, or if I'm going to North Carolina, wherever, child, I just leave. I don't want to be in a hurry or nothing like that. But sometimes people get out there on them highway. That damn road closed. Blah 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 blah. Baby, you might want to shut up and be thankful that that road was closed. You don't know what was down there. God just spared your life and you didn't even see it. Later on, you see on the news. Oh man, I was headed that way. Look at this. See, look at this. I mean, see, says most people have little faith. Child, mm-mm, mm-mm. Kenny says how at faith for what grounds? What grounds of what? Yeah, what she do that for, Miss Faith? The bang bang. Miss Hillen says more people. Amen. Absolutely. Yeah, I start saying that. Child, I got to take a detour. I take that detour. All I know, tell the people, you got somewhere to go. Make sure you had a little taste of gas in the car, child. A little taste of gas, child. Mm. Um. Yes. Wow, that is sad. What you gonna pound the lady for? Mm. Child, these people out here is crazy. Road rage is real. It's just the most, and people, you gotta work. People, we gotta work. We just gotta work to survive. That's it. That's all, child. We really do. Um, I've been working all my life, and that Oprah, who that Oprah Winfrey? I've been working all my life. Miss Candace says, I just came from a classmate's funeral and her husband eulogized her so beautifully. She was an attorney with three kids. One is 11 years old. I left the church thanking God I was able to raise my child. That's what we was just talking about. My thoughts, mom, her age and her auntie. That's a blessing, y'all. It is, child. Y'all know we be some things just ain't important no more to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, y'all. Some of this stuff people be, it doesn't bother me. Child, child. Sometimes people just sit down and look at the big picture, child. They be like, mm-mm. And then when I was going to the funeral home doing some of my clients' hair, that had left, child. I looked down in that casket. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. People get the big head and they forget where they came from. But baby, that stuff don't go in that casket with you, sugar. Don't go down in there with you, baby. It don't go. When it's your time to go, none of that stuff goes with you. Child, I'm just so nonchalant. I could care less. Uh, um, prayers up to that family, Miss Candy. My thought says fast food has gone all the way to trash can. A McDonald's workers posted a sign that one worker gave uh, the other on herpes, and one worker was too old, and another worker had problem. The store closed. Child. Miss Faces, I didn't look at the rest. It's on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Miss Diva, my mom. Hey, beautiful girl. Hey, welcome, girl. We just up here running off at the mouth. Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? Happy Friday to you, ladies. She says, hello, everyone. Have a blessed day. You as well. Miss Candace said the world needs softer hearts and better coping skills. Absolutely. Miss Maria says, Miss Cheryl, what's shaking in Seattle? Miss Maria says, I saw that. I was like, what the? Child. Y'all, I told my boys, and y'all, come on now, let's keep it real. We have to talk about it. I have two sons, and I remember when I had my aunt, one of my aunties, ain't got but one left now. She asked me one day, cause she had one son. She said, "You think them boys gonna take care of you?" I said, "Well, auntie, I guess it is what it is, child. We can do is do the best we can. I don't worry about that either." But her son, she passed too. So now she should have her grandson. But I ain't worried about that. But I told my kids, I don't want a funeral, y'all. I just want to be cremated. And a lot of people be terrified. You want to be cremated? Yeah, I want to be cremated. I don't want a funeral. The funerals and all of that stuff that used to have so much meaning way back in the day. We used to dress the code that we supposed to wear for a funeral. Child, you should just see somebody in the funeral with some coochie cutters on the day, child. They just don't respect stuff like that no more. So there was this little girl up here in Virginia, probably like 3 weeks ago. I don't know, y'all may have her seen it on the TV. It was the little girl. She was 5 years old, mom and dad. It was a 7-car pileup. Somebody crossing the lanes, all this havoc out there. Long story short, the baby, she died because they said that she got ejected from the car seat. The dad's back, it was broken. The mom, I forgot what she said happened to her. But anyway, the young lady was telling me that she told her sister to cremate her niece. And I said, yeah. I said, yeah. And y'all, she said, y'all know what they do when, and I often wondered about this. Y'all know how we be at the grave site, and they do the little thing, and they're getting ready to lower the casket, supposed to be lowering the casket down in the ground. Child, they say the people be going by getting the organs off the children and the jury and everything else, child. And then you supposed to be in this here vault thing that the bugs and stuff can't get to the body. Child, the folk be going out there doing some crazy stuff. Child, go ahead and cremate me, girl, cause I'm gone. I done lived a good life, child. Let me tell y'all good people something. I got two sons. And now everybody can say this. My oldest son just turned 37 the 4th of July. My baby gonna be 32 this here come Sunday. I got 7 grandkids. I'm gonna be 57 August 8th. And I tell God today, if he don't never do nothing else for me, he has done enough, child. I'm just as happy and as content as I can be, child. I don't worry about that stuff. But yeah, I'm going back out there getting the people organs and all that kind of stuff. Child, I can't be fooling with the people. No, go ahead. I told my son, y'all, you better go ahead and cremate your mama. But let me tell y'all this. Y'all know cremation used to be one of the cheapest route to go, especially when the people didn't have no life insurance. Well, now y'all know that the people getting hip to what these here old funeral home people be doing and stuff, child. Everybody gonna be wanting to be cremated. Guess what they're getting ready to do with that? They're gonna jack the prices up on being cremated now. Watch and see what I tell y'all. Let's see. I done missed a whole lot, child. Let me see. Let me go read here. I read that one. Miss Maria says I okay, read that. My thought says my childhood friend sold his business, moved to the DR because he likes young girls. He is in the funeral home today. Will be laid to rest tomorrow. Young girl gave him a heart attack. Shaking my head, child. Not the whole. Girl, see what I'm talking about? Miss Ellis says Mark 1:15 and saying the time is fulfilled and the kingdom of God is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel. Amen. My Miss Shirley says me too. Miss Maria says it's sexy diva. Hey, my sister Maud. My thoughts is I think it used to be a celebration of life. People were leaving due to natural causes. Now it's more pow action taking them out. They are acting like they are in the club. Not on Black Club. Miss Ellen says, still the caskets are yes, yes. Miss Kennedy says, no cremation for me. Too too close to like going to hell. I don't look at it like that, Miss Candy. God knows your heart. I don't think about it like that. Miss Patricia says, hey, y'all, they ain't getting no organs. Organs aren't no good in an unalive body, child. Miss Sexy D says, I told my two kids the same thing. Enjoy y'all insurance when Sean Lee and Michael Jackson were cremated, all them people, them celebs, supposed to be celebrity people, child. Child, I mean, you don't know what, child, you don't know if your body, your family member body's still in the casket when them people go back out there with them flashlights in the middle of the night. Child, I ain't fooling with that. Give me, put me in that thing, give me to the cheer. I told my sons to spread me over the oceans, baby. My mama done been and gone. That's what y'all do. Go on, live your life, baby. Miss Faye said they can't get the organs because you are being embalmed. They no good. That's why you stay and watch them lower them down. Miss Faye, we used to be saying that, but they be like, y'all can return to the cars now. Return to the cars. Go ahead on return to the. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to see everything y'all about to be doing out here. Then they get to trying to push and coach somebody onto the car. Child, I said, Miss Candace said the Catholic Church cremate for $600 here. It's recommended to patients who don't have insurance. Candace says viewings are important for closure, especially for kids. Absolutely. But you know what, Miss Candy? But you know my kids gonna see me before they do everything they gonna do. We done had this discussion. I'm trying, child. We done had this discussion. There ain't no need for all that stuff, child. Just let me go ahead and rest, child. I'm free, child. I don't want to be doing all that there. And another reason why I say that, y'all, because families just ain't like families used to be. I just told y'all the people come to these funerals with no respect, coochie cutters on and everything. They don't care about the deceased. Not today, like we used to. My thought says that Patricia T, that is right. However, they are taking them out before the body leaves the hospital. It's big business. Our doctors are quick to look at the driver's license to see if they are an organ donor. Yes. Miss Candy says the decomposition starts soon after death. Yeah, okay. The organs are not good after the funeral and before. Miss Faith says, we always stay. Patricia says, at my thoughts, yes, that's when they are retrieving them. Candace says, I have patients that want to bring kids in while the patients is for life support. And I always tell them, no, they don't look like themselves. Ooh, thank you, Miss Maria. Ooh. I mean, y'all, it's just something to think about. To each his own. That's just my thoughts, my preferences, at this point in life. Um, that's just me. That's just what I want. My thought says I am getting creeped out, guys. Please, can we talk about something? Oh my God, my thoughts. It's just, we have to talk about these kind of things. It's just real life, though. It really is. Well, we got over here because we were talking about y'all, that old President Trump over yonder. He's so crazy tell self, child. Sometimes I think that dude just be doing stuff to get attention, child. Because his wife ain't giving him no attention, child. He said, I got to see what I can do. Maybe he trying to pass out or something, child. For somebody, child. Everybody want a little taste of love, y'all. That's it. He just wants she ain't studying him. Miss Hillen is laughing at my thoughts, child. She said she is getting creeped out, child. I cannot. But yeah, that's like Candy says. My thoughts. I used to couldn't talk about stuff like this, especially if I was home by myself at nighttime. But it's daylight. I thought we was good. He's sick in the head. Shitty drop. Not skid marks in the drop. Child, why did? Well, y'all know they said the man was wearing the pins or something. Child. See, he thought. Did y'all think he thought he was gonna be? Child, he done went down the hill. He done went all the way down the hill. That girl, like, whatever his wife name anything about to be sitting around trying to change his diapers. She said, "You can get somebody else to do that." Girl, call home health aid for him. He done did all that. Call the people. Y'all go ahead and call the people. I wouldn't be changing that dude diaper. Man, you must be crazy. Child, I done tolerated you when I didn't even want to tolerate you. I don't even like you like that. First of all, yeah, we got a little a baby, but that was by accident. Yeah, I caught you on a good night. That's all that was. Miss Sensitive says he got on his diaper. Miss Hillen says Jesus take the wheel. Maria said the gag is how much the God trashed Joe Biden about his age. See, them fell back on. See, that's what we talking about, y'all. Mm-mm. Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child. Mm-mm. Sometimes people put stuff on their own self. I'm just about to tell the people it is what it is. Miss Maria said she needed that anchor baby. Not the anchor baby. Miss Maria, didn't he help her get over here? Ain't that's the reason why she here? Because of him. She need to go on back. They need to pick her up. I mean, we picking up everybody. Let's don't forget her. Miss Candy says, I don't care for those people when I'm delivering a terminal diagnosis to a family. I don't allow them to be present. I have nothing to do with the process. My thought says, Orange Man's fox-eyed wife slept in a separate bedroom. She gave birth to her cat, not the cash register. She just said she has given birth to the cash register. Miss Maria says she came over on a work visa allegedly and overstayed. Well, I think it's time for him to vote her ass out. She needs to go. They're taking everybody up, child. I'm just saying. He probably be threatening that girl. Y'all know what? Look here. Why come when the men get sick, they get mean, child? Them jokers be mean. Some of them, not all, not all. Miss Candy says that Maria, his wife, has the Epstein visa. Child, Epstein, Epstein visa. And Miss Healing says, my thoughts, you are on fire today. What you say? Child, I cannot. Ooh, no, I gave birth to the cash register, child. And she ain't got to worry about nothing. And she said, I done hit the jackpot for real. I ain't even go down there to Vegas, child. I just went over here where that fool was. Mm. He was seeking attention, child. That's it. Epstein visa is a collateral I can't even talk term for EBI visa, a U.S. immigration category for individuals with extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business. This thing is moving. Athletics. Mm. Maria says they say his eldest three are anchors at his first wife didn't become a citizen until 88, well, after the children were born. Mm. My thought says that lady was running with the rappers. What? They have posted pictures of her online, propped up on the piano. Propped up on the piano. Melania. Miss says she didn't even go to college. Girl, would you go? What you going to college for? She don't hit the. She just said she hit the register, gave birth to the register. Girl, ain't no need. She said, "F all of that. I'm living large, child. I ain't never got to do nothing else. Nothing." Hmm. Hmm. Miss Patricia says the woman got another man right up under his nose. Child, he probably know that. He probably done gave him permission. Man, I can't do nothing with her. Go and do what you can, shoot. Give it to her. I played out. I can't do it no more. He's old now. I'm just ready to sit down and retire everything. Miss Maria, Candy says that Maria, she's a dropout. Maria says his current wife is supposedly a model. Ooh. Mm. Well, they thing up there. She ain't child. They had that lady up there trying to what she do copy Barack Obama wife speech that time, girl. She should have just said, can I reread that? I can Miss Maria says she's read out. Y'all know what at that point him and that Trump and that lady ain't they probably don't even like each other. They like whatever. Not a new model. Girl, I cannot. My thought says that Patricia T. Oh, that is the real bodyguard story. Orange Man is part of the kickstand gang. Not the girl. I done told you if I got the kickstand it, I don't want it to stand. Next, somebody else can have that. I don't want it. Mm-mm. Miss Helen says my daughter said one of the patients has a permanent. Er- Miss Helen, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Maria says she plagiarized Michelle's entire speech. The blame it on her speech writer. Mm-hmm. Michelle Obama was just sitting up there looking at her like, what the hell? What the hell? It's up and it's stuck. Ooh, child. Well, shorty swing my way then. Mm-hmm. Mm. Child, that is not good. But Trump get what he get, child. It is what it is. They ain't no business putting him up in there. For what? Helen says, my thoughts, yes. Maria says, my thoughts, I know, right. Miss Candy says the speech sounded so different the way she delivered it at Maria. You know, she has that language. You know, she's She couldn't hardly talk. She didn't want to be up there doing that shit anyway. How about that? She said, y'all could let somebody else. I don't want to be part of this crap. How did I get this ain't what I bargained for. I don't want to be doing all of this. I just want the money and the fame and the people to drive me around. That's all I want to do all day long. I don't want to do nothing else. I'm gonna have this cash register though, and that's it. I ain't about to be doing nothing else. Have y'all seen up there speak saying anything lately? No. That girl ain't thinking about that. And you ain't about to make me do it either. I'm not doing that. Probably done got every family member she had up over here somewhere. Maria says it can probably because she didn't read it ahead of time. Mm, 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 mm. Child, Milani don't care about that stuff. Mm-mm. Child, them people they don't none of them like each other. Her, the cheering don't like Trump, orange tail self. He look like he might have some kind of skin disease, y'all. I'm just saying. I hope not, but that he don't look good. He don't look right. He need to go get his. He just need to go on ahead and go bald. That hair flying everywhere. Look like a little toupee. Go and get that shit fixed somewhere, Trump. I'm just saying. Hmm. Sorry, y'all. I had to sneeze. Miss Candy says it did not have the same passion at Maria. Miss Patricia says it's funny to watch the side by side video of her and Michelle saying that speech. It was verbatim. I know Michelle laughed her ass off. Should have. My thought said she was standing in her be best moment, and it turned to be the worst moment. I can't mess with her, child. I don't know where she be at. I ain't messing with you. Miss Candace says it appears he has a lot of bruising on his hands from falling. He said it was from shaking people's hands. He never tells the truth. Child, something as simple as that. He still gotta lie. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. Craig, you ain't gotta lie. Maria says that Candy because she not only didn't read it, she never listened to it. Mm. Where is Nancy Pelosi? Ain't that lady name? Child, she heated all them. She was heating them jokers up in there for a little tell you. What? Y'all better go. They better bring Pelosi back. I think that was that lady name. Yes, Miss Maria. Maria says that Candy because she's not only didn't read. She know. Okay, I read that. Yes, child. Donald Trump probably done figured he done played out, but ain't nothing gonna happen to him, y'all. I mean, what they gonna do with it? I ain't gonna say that. But for real, what they gonna do with it? My thought says he is the king of the truth benders. He was not shaking hands when he fell on those steps going up on his plane. Ooh, shit. Well, if they know the man got a sickness like this, y'all, shouldn't they have one on each side? To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Not walk it out, but somebody in the back. Just in case he get ready to go to tumbling down or something. I don't know. He shook people's hands in his first term, and we didn't see those bruises on his hands, says Miss Patricia Child. He said he got to come up with something, y'all. He got to have a reason, child. He probably don't want nobody to know that he's sickly like this, y'all. Miss Maria says I saw those bruises and heard they claim it was from shaking hands. What type of idiots they think we are? Miss Helen says they scared of him. Candy says he picked that Joe Biden, but now look who's off not falling. Child. Yeah, he sure did pick at him. He did that. Uh, now who's falling? Him. Somebody like Trump, y'all. He don't care. Trump don't care what's going on with him, his health, and all of that stuff. Now, child, he probably just tired, y'all. To tell you the truth, he really. I don't know. He ain't finna be worried with this mess right here, child. Trust and believe he's not gonna be worried with it. He don't care about them people getting rid of him now. Hmm. The next person that comes up got to go in and recorrect all the craziness and foolery that he done. My thoughts is when these grown elected boys and girls, children start asking them why they don't stand up to him, they all gonna look like fools. His face says his legs are swollen up bad. Ooh, child. Yeah, he need to go and get his. He need to go get see the doctor. Miss Candy says he is falling asleep and in I guess in top meetings. Child. Yeah, yeah. It's time. It's time for him to go ahead and sit down somewhere. Where the vice president at? I mean, what is really going on, child? Mm, 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 mm. Child, somebody need to sit him down on somewhere. He probably didn't even think that, he's sitting up there trying to laugh at Joe. He probably felt like, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. But look at you now. Miss Maria says he ain't gonna listen to the doctor. Jasmine Crockett says, Miss Candy, everyone need to vote blue for the next 5 terms to restore democracy and change the landscape of Congress. Absolutely. Miss Maria says the VP is twice as child. Mm, 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 mm. JD Vance is a joke. Helen said the vice president is a demon from hell. I cannot. Oh my God. Mm, child. I mean, it's really crazy. Um, I don't know if y'all seen the Nelly and Shanti We Belong Together, but if anybody's seen it whenever they invited him to perform at Trump's inauguration, y'all the people was dragging him, and in the end, it really made a lot of sense. He said he was going to perform, but the people were dragging him as if he was voting for Trump. It had already been done. He was just going to perform at the inauguration. So why did the people make that such a big deal? Y'all, and he saw the good in it, where he could, help get out there and help Louis, St. Louis, and the children down there. I tell y'all, sometimes people just be doing the most. My thought said they called Biden Sleepy Joe. I bet Joe did not fall asleep at his own birthday party. All that noise at the military parade and went to sleep. Who's sleeping now? I cannot. Miss Candace said the chief is now trying to fire the Fed chair because he won't lower the interest rate, but due to tariffs, he can't. Tariffs, he can't. Maria says, and he's still trying to get third. Miss Maria, you know good doggone well that man ain't trying to get no third term. Third term to do what? Miss Helen says Nelly was providing for his family. I totally agree. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. But the people, Miss Sexy Diva, I done told Miss Sexy Diva, I done told you, Lord, one of these days I'm gonna have a long talk with this here girl down here. Miss Candace says, no, G, they only want us to chuck and jive and put on shows for them, but pass no laws in the interest of people of color. All right, girl. Miss Sexy Diva says, F Nelly, junky ass. He knew that man was after the poor people in St. Louis. Did you have to go so hard at Nelly, Miss Sexy Diva? I'll wait. You know, we done had this conversation, you and I, about Nelly. Why you gotta go so hard at Nelly like that, girl? I'll wait. hmm he ain't doing too much, Miss SD. He ain't been long term. Probably 50. He probably done slowed down a little bit, girl. I hope so. Child, I don't know. Mm. Child, everybody got a little something going on somewhere. Mr. Maria says Annoying Orange had said all along he believes the presidency should be for life, like Putin. Child, thank God, thank God, thank God. Miss Candy says all money not good money. Absolutely, Miss Candy, that is so true. But you know, Miss Candy, they was dragging the baby up in there and everything else. I didn't understand that. You know, I kind of felt like they just took that a little too far. My thoughts only. My thoughts is I am so tired of the word tariff. That's the only word he learned in college. Is just saying. Maria says, "Hey, Candy, I agree. Hey, Miss Danella, I don't know what the O stand for. They ain't telling me that. Who ain't telling you what, Miss Danelli, or whatever? Yeah, okay. Are you having a conversation by yourself? What? Who are you and where'd you come from and why are you here? We over here enjoying this good old Friday that God has given us, and in comes Satan. Um, I try to be nice and fair, and I'm gonna do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for her to say, she's really holding a conversation by herself, word by word. Um, but you know what? I don't like you coming up over here trying to disturb our peace. We just enjoying each other, and here you go. So deuces. May God bless you on your journey. Miss Kennedy says dragging the baby was wrong, but he knew he would get backlash. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Mm. Well, he did say that, a lot of his family didn't approve of what he did and all of that. Yeah, everybody got a reason, child. I don't know what is all his reason was. Man, my thoughts is by special troll. Yes, absolutely. Coming up over here trying child. Just sad, sad people. But Miss Sexy Diva says Nelly don't care because he never give back to St. Louis. He made that money for himself. Should have donated some to a good cause. Miss Sensitive, I thought he did. The cheering down there in St. Louis, yeah. Miss Candy said Snoop Doggy Dogg got it too. He put on a show for them too. Yes, Snoop was involved in it as well. Miss Maria says a lot of people equate participating with support. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, but Snoop Dogg, he did what he was gonna do. He done went. He got quiet. Child, Snoop's ain't got time for all that f mess around there. Um, um, what was that guy named y'all that he got in trouble with the dogs? Dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, y'all, he was in over here by the Kroger's in Virginia yesterday. I ain't even get a chance to go over there and speak to him, but I synced him. Miss Candy says neither one of them put on a show for Kamala. Maria says Christy Michelle called it after she performed for his first inauguration. Michael Vick, yes, y'all. Michael Vicks was up in the area, child. Yesterday. Michael Vick, whatever. He that humbled him a lot. I think. I don't know what y'all think, how y'all feel about it, but I think they taught that brother a little lesson. I don't even know what he was thinking when yeah, he know how the people is about these here animals and stuff, child. They protect and take better care of the animals than they do the human being walking around here. Ain't got nowhere to go and all that kind of stuff, child. But they got somewhere for them animals to go. I don't think that's fair. I really don't. Yep. I should have. The next time I see him up over here in this city, Miss Sexy Diva, I'm gonna make sure I take that picture and I'm gonna send it straight to you. To my some Mike fine ass. I'm saying, girl, I got something for you, girl. Look at here, look at here, girl. Show is. Maria said it has taken Chrisetta 5 years to recover. Crissetti, 5 years to. Mm. Well, Nelly just going on about his business, child. That food right there, I ain't gonna call him no food, but he might be a food. I don't know. They puts on a good show for the cameras. I can tell y'all that, child. He really do. Him and old Shanty, shout it. I don't like what he said though. He ain't got nothing for that little boy. Look, KK, that what he said. That little bastard, he be talking some smack, dude. I'm like, dog, dude, you on camera, yo, man, that's your own baby. You talking like that? My thoughts is I just don't understand why people can't see these officials come around when they need our vote. Then they go back to wearing their designer sheets. Mr. Patricia says, did y'all hear about the woman who unalived her ex in the barber shop in Texas? After hearing more information about what happened, I'm not saying I agree with what she did, but I do understand, child. Ooh, child. Miss Patricia, she about to be going to the clinker. What Miss Maria say, a resident of the state or something like that, the feds or something. Miss Maria says, Patricia, I haven't. What happened? Child, what she do? What he do? He got caught. She called him cheating. There, she Miss Patricia. Mm, mm. Nelly chasing clout off Shanti broke down it. Girl, you didn't just call Shanti a broke down nasty. Girl, sexy diva is going at the. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna have to talk to you. We's gonna have to talk about this here, Miss Sexy Diva. Miss Maria says, I guess of the state at G. My thought says they do care about animals. My neighbor paid me $300 for a goat because I told her my husband and his friends were going to butcher it for meat. Candy says he stole all. I guess he stole all the money, all her money, and her company. Who, Miss Candy? Who you talking about? I heard he gave her HIV. Miss Helen, what is you talking? Nelly, not Ashanti. Who gave who HIV and who stole who the money? Who stole the money, Miss Candy? Nelly stole Candy, Ashanti money. Y'all stop playing down in the chat. Ooh, is that what happened? Did they? Who? Marissa said Candy at Healing. Yes, tell us. Miss Candy said the man unalived in the barbershop. Oh, the man that was in the barbershop stole the lady money and she went to bang bang. Oh, gotcha. Candy says, some say she did not have HIV. Oh, he gave her the alphabets and stole the money. Girl, that is too much right there. He was doing the most. Maria says that Candy healing. Oh God. Ooh, what? Sure. Mm-mm. I cannot. Sister Deep says, no, G Squad. The barbershop on the line. Okay, got that part. Miss DD says that G Squad Mars and everyone. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. How are you? Happy Friday to you. Thank you for popping in and joining the live chat with us, good people, today. My thoughts is doing all that he paid for his one-way ticket. One-way ticket to hell. Child, it ain't funny, but I cannot. Oh my God. Child, these women ain't playing today, child. You know what, y'all? I'm just at the point I guess the women be like, enough. If y'all people ain't seen that movie enough with Jennifer Lopez, y'all better get on over there. What's J Lo? Y'all better get on over there and see. Child, I cannot. She says, no problem. Miss Kenny says, they say he was stalking her. Sister Davis says, she sent him to meet, not meet the, meet his maker. You is terrible down there. Miss Maria says, Miss Didi, hey friend, welcome. Miss Patricia says the HI and the V part is questionable, but they did say he on the. See that? See that, Miss Patricia got me stuttering up here. Miss Patricia, you see what I'm saying? Y'all come ain't going out. I don't want to go outside, child. I'm not about to be going outside, child. They ain't about to tell y'all. They ain't about to tell the girls what they really got going on. They ain't gonna do that. You think they gonna come up there and say, "Hey, my name is," and I'm HIV positive? They don't do that today. No. Um. Miss Didi says, Maria, hey friend, thanks. Miss Maria says that Candy evidently he wasn't doing a good job. This thing is in the way. It's in the way. Child. No, the girls ain't playing with the dudes today. He wasn't doing a good job stalking if she ran up on him. Ooh, child, that takes me back. It was kind of like when I first got here in the city. Um, This dude, they was young too, y'all, maybe early, late 20s. I'm gonna say late 20s. Thank you, Miss Maria. Um, this um this dude had cheated on his girlfriend. And she saw that dude at this little shopping center, child. Child, she biked over that dude. It was on they put it on Facebook. It's been some years ago, child. Maybe probably about 5, I say a good 6 years now. Child, she hit that dude with a car. Child, and then she popped that joker in reverse and ran over him again. Child, the people were standing out there recording that stuff, and they put it on Facebook. And then that child was tired, child. She said he gave her them alphabets. Ooh, that's what she said. And then she went over there, waited for the police to come. She knew it was over. It was over. Mm. Miss Candy says she sued him in court because he stole 250,000 from her bank account. The judge still awarded him a win in court. Miss Maria says again, well, I guess she handled it. Yes. Miss my thought says I remember that G. She left skid marks on girl. She skidded him. She sure did. She sure did. She was hot. Y'all, it was so early in the morning. It wasn't even 10 o'clock in the morning. They was out there in that shopping center and that happened, child. Ooh, they was like, oh, you can hear the people saying, oh, she hit him again. Oh, she did. Child, that girl was madder than a mofo on that brother right there, child. I don't think he be cheating on nobody else, child. Child, he just, mm, 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 mm. That was sad, y'all. That was really sad. Well, we know where she's at right about now. Y'all, the people is saying, Trump, the orange man, his mind ain't right no more. And the people still trying to get a pardon up in here. And the people trying to say, Lord, let him hold on just a little while longer so that I can get my black ass up out of this here, cell block A, B, C, D, whichever, however the letters go. They saying, Lord, please don't let him get up out of there yet. I'm trying to get pardon. And the Chrisleys is over there saying, Lord, girl, we made it by the chin of our, we barely made it up out of there, child. They better get rid of him, y'all. And he ain't be able to pardon nobody else. How come he over there pardon everybody? He ain't got no daggone sense. He don't know what he doing. He said, what? He hear the word P. He think it's something else. He's like, okay, I signed that. Where that paper at, girl? Trump says, where's the paper, child? He don't even know what the people have said, child. I'm just trying to tell y'all. But if y'all ain't got your pardon by now, child, y'all probably not gonna be getting it. I'm just saying. The Chrisleys, y'all, you got lucky. That's all I'm saying. Y'all just got a little taste of luck. Mm-hmm. Child, yes, child. Whole hot mess. I don't know what's gonna happen to Diddy, child. Who gonna let him out? Well, he probably hoping that Trump hold on. What is this? July, August, September, maybe another 2 months and a half. He's saying Kim Kardashian, you better get yourself together, cause he did say he gonna need you. Candy says charges were dropped for Shannon Sharp with prejudice. Maybe that'll teach his old chocolate ass something. Go somewhere and sit your old ass down somewhere trying to be a player. Probably ain't even got nothing down there yourself. It makes me sick. I be trying to have some sympathy for the brothers, y'all. I really do. But sometimes they just be doing the most, just dumb for no reason. Oh, that works my nerve. Miss Maria says there was a case like that in Texas. They were married doctors. The husband was cheating after the wife had done all this stuff. He claimed he wanted she set him up. She set them up, beat the brakes off her, ran him down. Mm. My thoughts is some women just can't take it anymore and they snap. The people say she was wrong for doing that to him. I told my husband to never hit me because I hit back. And not with my hands. We have made 30 years. Shout out to you and blessings, child. I feel you on that because see, you put your hand. If you try, no, wait a minute. If I think you're trying to think about putting your hands on me, we got a problem already. You ain't even put your hands on me, but I felt like you might have thought. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a little. We got a little taste of prom. Mm-hmm. Um, Blessings to y'all, Miss My Thoughts. That is amazing. Miss Maria says, I don't have no sympathy for these brothers. Are they getting jacked by their preferences? Yeah, they gotta be taught a lesson, y'all. Because you know what, y'all, in all reality, these men today, y'all, they looking for the same thing that women be out here looking for. Stability. They just want, that's what they looking for. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care nothing about they supposed to be the man. Child, please, what? My thoughts is my mom was the last person to spank me. You better say it again. Now, don't be trying to put your hands on me. Don't do that. Cause I'm gonna make sure I give you some grits. Don't do that. Patricia says that lady in Texas definitely snapped. Mm, mm, mm. Child. Um. Mm. Yeah, but y'all, women is just getting tired. They fed up. Enough. Enough. Why they can't act like they got no sense? They want to run out here with everything and everybody, child. This sex, same sex, they don't care. Oh, child. With Miss Candace says these men nowadays don't want you unless you have a bank. Absolutely. Ain't that something? They like in a sense too. They be out there prostituting themselves as well. They don't care about that, child. These men ain't. Child, they don't care what you think about them. They don't care. They really do not care. It is what it is. I mean, you know what they're gonna say? Women been doing this mess for all this time. Now y'all saying the men doing it, and then y'all got a problem with it. That's all they're gonna say. They're gonna make an excuse for it. Miss Maria says they Candy. The same thing they complain about with the gold diggers. Mm. Yeah, they don't care. It is what it is. The men today don't want to be out there working. Shoot, crazy. I don't want to go to work today. You got an EBT card over there? I be over there, girl. What you cooking? Child, they want to know what you cooking. You gonna take them children over there to your mama house? Miss Candy says, I remember the first day of college, the men let's see, were out front chanting fresh meat. Oh, child, they don't have no standards, no morals, no standards, no standards, no morals, no nothing. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They subject to stand up there and laugh at you. Yes, they will. Oh, now we doing what y'all do. Now y'all got a problem with it. Child. All I know, if y'all got one, try to hang on to them. If you ain't got one, child, go on over there in the corner, wait on the good Lord, child. Don't go out there by yourself. It's dangerous out there. Mm. Miss Maria says it can't be. Child, that is a mess. But yeah, y'all, people, the women just getting tired and they snapping, they leaving their children because they done running off of them feelings and them emotions and got themselves in a pickle and don't know how they gonna get out of this mess and now here I am the rest of my life. I'm in my late 40s and I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life. This is where I'm gonna die at. I'm not getting out. It is what it is. Oh God. My thought says they cry when they mess up their home and want to get physical when Mr. Steve move in and sit in the favorite chair and hold the TV remote. Child, girl ain't got the TV remote. That girl said got the TV remote. Child, why you mad, Craig? Craig, why you mad? I thought you didn't want to be here no more, Craig. Well, I ain't know you were gonna move old boy up in here just like that. Well, what you thought was gonna happen? You thought I was gonna sit over here and twiddle my thumbs and wait on your ass? You crazy. Child, I cannot. It's a mess. But yeah, they really gotta be taught a lesson, y'all. They really do have to be taught a lesson. Shoot, maybe they need to go back in the daggone field. They had more sense when they were going in the field working, trying to make a living for the people. I don't know. There needs to be an equity class for men on how to treat women and manage a household. Yeah, and that's the part in the Bible too. They talking about the man is head of the household. They got that part so twisted. Y'all go back and reread that again. My Miss Maria says my thoughts. All the while they got a new baby with someone else. Mm, My thoughts says that child, not the new baby, not the new baby, child. Child, you can have all you want. They ain't. I don't think I can do that either, child. I just don't have the patience for these knuckleheads. That's what they is, literally knucklehead. But you know what, y'all? These men see these men and they be like, man, you did the same thing I did, and they can't even comprehend enough to learn from their mistakes. Ain't trying to learn from their mistakes. They just like he just running into the wall, just running into the wall. Don't even care. Oh, oh goodness. Just a bunch of sad ones. They just sad. Sad and crazy. I can't even say they mama boys, child. Mama boys don't act like that. Mama boys do not act like that. They just out here acting a whole fool because that's what they want to be, acting a whole fool out here. And 9 times out of the 10, you're going to be left all by yourself. With that woulda, coulda, shoulda, it's going to be too late for that then dude. Miss Maria says they always expect the wife to be understanding and not hold it against him. But some, as ex-wives move on, they can't take it. Not just as my thought says, I have new babies and want the wife to help support. Girl, I had to put my hand in my face, yeah, I had to put my face in my hand and want the wife to help support. I ain't not picket fence in the real world. That was 1 minute. This message in the real world. That was TV fools. Child, mm, 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 mm. Child. I don't know. Miss Candy says I'm right at Maria. The wives' love has to be unconditional, while theirs come with condition. Ooh, child. Let me read that again. I'm gonna get out a little taste of stop, Miss Candy. Ooh, child. You see, Miss Candace says right at Maria, the wife's love has to be unconditional, while theirs come with conditions. I wish I was. Y'all ain't cut out for that kind of. I ain't. Y'all know the older you get, you ain't got that much patience, child. I'm just trying to tell the people, child. You ain't got much patience, baby. That is gone out the door real quick. Child, shame on them, child. They ain't gonna have no shame. They don't care about that stuff we sit up here right now running our mouth about, child. They don't care. What is it? Build a bar to build or some, I don't know. Mm-mm. My thoughts is that Maria, my brother said it's different when women cheat. I asked him, how is it different? He said a man can't take it knowing another man with his another man beating my time. Another man being with his wife. I call him a jackass. I love him, but well, my thoughts. What's the difference? It's the same thing. It is the same thing. Make it make sense for the people in the back. Lord have mercy. Tell your brother that didn't make no sense. It really did. Maria says a candy, and I don't let the women cheat back. Child, he would go thermonuclear even though he been cheating. Mm. Hmm. Well, now hold up, y'all. Let me see how much longer I'm be here. About another 10 more minutes. No, look at here, y'all. Well, now, who said that the women got to be they The women got to be unconditional. They got to be conditional. Okay, okay. So let's say this right here. So the women being unconditional, she's staying at the house. She ain't doing nothing. Keep taking care of the house, keeping cheering, cooking, cleaning, all that kind of stuff. She ain't going out there to play. But then just as soon as something pop off with you, where you got to go down there to the doctor because something ain't right down there, child. Something just ain't right. Then that they got the audacity to be talking about you gave me some. Lord, that right there is when the women blank out. You wait, what? Huh? I gave you some. See, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Remember, it says that my thoughts, but they just can't understand why the wife is so upset finding out her husband has been with another woman. Mm, 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 mm. Is it that they can't understand or they don't want to understand? I say they don't want to understand, Miss Marie. It's not that they can't; they just don't want to. Mm-mm. Child, them. Another goombody. Another goombody. Child, pray for the world, y'all. Let's just pray for the world, cause these people right here, child, they just out here and running into the wall and doing the most stuff. Don't care. It is what it is, and they. I ain't even got no words for these young people, child. They just gone crazy, lost their whole entire mind. I ain't trying to even get it back. Maria says, they say they can't understand. Why they can't understand? It's the same thing that they did, the exact same thing. Um, my thoughts said, them asses know. They sure do know. They just use that. Like you done went out there and you is the scum of the earth. You so degraded. Ooh, they can't stand to look at you. But you want us to look at you. I think you done been out there for umpteen years. What? Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that. Mm-mm. It's the exact same thing. Nothing different at all. One could have been out there a little longer than the other. That's it. That's all. But it's the same story. Different people. hmm They don't want to. They just want to have something. Oh, you cheated on. Well, nigga, Ninja, you was out there too. Weren't you out there? I synced you at that stoplight the other night. We rolled up at that same stoplight. We looked at each other and deuces, and we kept right on going. You went your way, I went mine. Where you go? Where you go? I asked first. Child, I cannot with the people, but anywho, anyhow. Child, y'all vote that orange man up out of their house, child, out of that chair, cause child, he's really trying to really do some serious damage. He probably know his time is up, it's played out. He know the people getting ready to get rid of him, so he don't even care, child. He's saying his mind ain't right, his mind ain't right, and he don't care what happened, child. He don't care. Miss Patricia says they always lie and gaslight the woman saying that they gave them the STDs. Ain't that something? Ain't that the truth, Miss Patricia? And gonna stand 10 toes down in that lie. Gonna make you feel like you crazy. What? Child, I cannot. But child, I cannot. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna continue to pray that that they go on here get this man on up out of here. He done did enough damage, enough, child. But y'all, we got to get somebody in that's another. Well, there'll never be another Barack Obama. We know that, but come on, y'all. Maybe it's time for the women to run the country, child. The women take things more serious than these trifling old crazy men out here today. We need some good women out here to run the country, child, and sit them men down. They ain't got no sense anyway. So who cares? Who say where the bylaws at that say it's got to be a man that run the country? I'll wait. My thoughts is I have been talking to my sons for a few years now about relationships. I pray it sticks with them. Love her right or leave her alone. You marry her, baby. She is yours. If she is wrong, they know too. And you can instill it in them. It's up to them. My thoughts. It is really up to them. You know, hopefully that they see from you and your husband example. There's nothing out there, y'all, really, for real, y'all, there ain't nothing out there. People got to be out of their mind, and to each his own. To be out there trying to go clubbing in this day and time, people got these pow and ready to use them. They ain't got no names on them. I ain't trying to be playing no Russian roulette with my life like that right there, out there in them streets, child. There ain't nothing out there. We used to go out and have a good time, child. They want none of that stuff going on in my day, child. But now that's the way people fight with these. What you say? First thing they want to do, they ain't gonna run up on you with the hand. What you say? They got the bang bang, and they bad cause they got the bang bang. Um, my thought says, TLC down, go chasing waterfalls by y'all. All right, my thoughts. I thank you for joining, sending loves and prayers. Y'all have a good one. I'm getting ready to get up off here too, y'all. I've enjoyed y'all. We've been out here for almost 2 hours, y'all, and getting up here just a running our mouth, doing our check-in, making sure everybody's okay. Y'all don't forget to continue to keep Miss Maria, our Miss Maria, in y'all prayer, in our prayers, and everything. And I love y'all so much. Miss Maria says thanks for dropping in on the live. Hope you enjoyed it. Help us grow, subscribe, support, share, and join the squad for $2.99. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Absolutely. Y'all have an amazing Friday. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.